What's good, YouTube? Your boy Bossco back again. We live once again. Yeah, so now within the last this year, I'll just say this year, it's probably the most I've been told that I couldn't record in a store. Um, which I thought was kind of interesting and weird, you know what I mean? Because I'm usually low key with it, but the times that I wasn't low key with it was the times people told me I couldn't record. Uh, been to stores a couple times and got away with it. I mean, I'm able to get away with it. I think a few of the stores I go to don't want you recording, but because they don't know what I'm doing, I'm able to get away with it. But when I go in there a little bit more loose, like the time I went to La Brea location of Undefeated, I've been there a few times before. You can see it on my channel, and I've gotten a good amount of content in there. So this time going there, you know, I'm out here showing a little bit more, being a little bit more loose with it, and somebody said, "Oh, I'm sorry, you can't record." Then, the Nike outlet East LA, a couple people, certain people, will be like, "Oh, sir," so, once I get too comfortable, my style of doing it is kind of discreet. You don't know if I'm taking a picture. You don't know if I'm FaceTiming. You don't know what the fuck. You don't know what I'm doing. You don't know that I'm fully recording until I start, having the shoe out here. You don't know that I'm recording until I'm like here like this with the out here where you can see me doing it, where you see the shoe up in the air. And it's like, what is that guy doing twisting the shoe like that? Then you know I'm recording. Uh, that was the kick of the day today, by the way. I wore my UNC fives. Just felt it. Just felt like doing it today. So I wore my University fives today. Very comfortable shoe. Glad I have in my collection. So yeah, at La Brea location of Undefeated. They even mentioned it to me a long time ago at the Undefeated location in Glendale. But after going there a few other times after that, I guess I knew, so I was a little bit more discreet. Plus, since then I had bought something from there. Maybe people aren't tripping. I don't know. Nike outlet East LA. That's like the only outlet that I remember saying something up to me about that, um, which I think is very strange. And then today, Cool Kicks. I know you went there before too. They didn't tell you nothing. I wonder how discreet you were. But I went to Bait and they told me today, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir. You can't record in here." Thought that was strange. I mean, I recorded there last time I went there. I wasn't as discreet. Maybe the people who would care about that wasn't there at the time. But I got in there today, got me like a cool 2 minutes of content. But me knowing how the store was, I kind of knew, I kind of felt it could be the case. So I was always leery. So I wasn't too lax. I'm saying that to say that I was able to get a good amount of content or cover a good amount of shoes. Um, some shoes that weren't like released yet. I think they probably got them early and put them out early. So I got some good stuff. But then as I got like towards the middle of the store, some dude came up and asked me. He was nice about it. Um, oh, sorry, you can't record. I'm like, oh, I can't. He's like, no. I'm like, okay. I just left like right after that. And they try to be nice and say, have a night, nice day. No reason to turn back and say, oh, thank you. Like, for what? You know, I think that is, I don't mind. They can say what they want to. I'm still gonna go and do what I gotta do if I feel like going. Like, if I feel like going back there another day and trying it again, I'll do it again. I go to East LA after they told me not to record, and recorded videos successfully and got away with it. So I don't care. They can say that, and I'll be back again another time. Just they don't remember my face, and if they do, that's fine. I don't come there often enough to the places, and yeah, they can't tell if I'm also buying stuff too. I have my ways to get around it. I'm not tripping. I just thought it was weird that Bait said it today, being that they didn't say nothing to me last time. And then also at the end of the day, yeah, we're helping the stores. We're helping the stores out. And I would assume at this time, this day and age, the stores have all been slow. They were kind of slow there. They had like two people in the store. These people are it's like three employees sitting around waiting for some customers. So when I or Cool, we do our videos in this LA area or California, um, people tell myself, I'm sure Cool hears it too, like, oh, I didn't know that store was there until I seen your video. Oh, I didn't know they carried that stuff until I seen your video. Oh, I didn't know they start getting better stuff until I seen your video. Like, we help reference these stores. So when they be like, you can't record in there, it's like, oh, okay, no problem, no big deal. Like, that's free promotion for you, but if you don't want it, that's also fine. Nobody, nobody's mad at that. Oh, hold up, what happened? Oh, it takes away the last command. Okay, that's why. Yeah, so yeah, I just thought that was weird. You know what I mean? It just depends on who's there to pay attention to what we're doing. That's very true. Very, very true. I mean, I came in, I probably was dressed loud, so maybe they thought I was coming to buy, and then they just see me, looking and recording. So I guess that's it. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking like I'm having too much fun, more fun than they are. They have to be stuck there. I can roam. I don't know. I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying, like, I don't know what it comes down to, because we're not inflicting any harm on any of the product. At the end of the day, we're bringing people into the door that probably wouldn't have came in there beforehand. And I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, it kind of shoots them in the foot because it's free promotion at the end of the day. What we do when we go into these stores and show what's in the store, yeah, it's helping me for my content and what I do. But part of what I do is showing the masses where you can find what and how to get things and where to go shopping. And all that is just a reference or a referral. So why wouldn't you want a free reference or referral that sits online to tell people to come to your store? It makes no sense. But hey, everybody do what they do, how they do what they do. I can't get mad at it. I wasn't even mad at the time when he said it. Because at the point, me and Koo have been having this talk behind the scenes about how the stores have just been acting when it comes to some of these managers. And it just don't make sense. There's a lot of other things they could be worried about and concerned about more so than free promotion. Like, at one point, it made a little sense when they would say don't record when sneakers was really hyped and everything was selling out. They didn't want people taking pictures or recording because from what I seen from it, they didn't want people coming in recording and taking pictures, because that's what cook groups were doing. They were coming in, showing a shoe on display, sending it to the group chat, and then everybody flocking there, and they're having a whole problem because 30 people come at one time and it's a rush and chaos and all this shit. But when sales are slow and things are down, you need some promotion to bring people into your stores, because a lot of people ain't going into the stores like that. I drove past Foot Locker Hollywood twice. I didn't go inside, but like, it just looks so empty over there. Like, there's tourists, of course, walking around and stuff, but it didn't seem like a lot of people were going in and out the stores. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm sure they got enough foot traffic, but all the stores, from what I see, I'll speak on my personal experience. When I go into the stores, they're nowhere near as loud as they used to be, as packed as they used to be, with the exception of a weekend for a Nike outlet. And if I go to the mall on the weekend and it's popping in the mall or popular, it's because it's summertime and there's more kids and teenagers out, and people are just out and happy to be out because the sun is out. It's not like they're there for a retro release, lining up for a shoe to buy. That's not really the days and age that we're in right now. Even though the Jordan 1 Low Cements did have a little buzz with them, people did kind of go after those. I seen those around only at one store today, and they had limited sizes left. So it seems like people are liking those Jordan 1 Lows. I don't know. Chris, what it do? Welcome to the stream, bro. Killer, what's going on? I appreciate that. It does suck. And at the end of the day, this is something to just talk about, because at the end of the day, I don't care. Bait, it's not something that makes or break me. Neither does East LA, nor does Undefeated. There's plenty of other places to go explore and do this stuff for and at. But it's just funny when it happens. It's just something to acknowledge. I never, I think I might have got upset maybe once or twice about it. Once it happened, I think at East LA at a time I didn't like it, just because I just didn't like the energy. I don't know. Was it East LA? It was somewhere where I was told I couldn't record, and it did make me upset. It had to be East LA, because not many. There hasn't been a lot of stores that told me that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just so weird. You go to one store, they say that. You go to the next store, you could do the whole sheboing. I mean, I've had an issue at Shoe Palace on Melrose before. It really depends on who's in there. I think I've seen the guy who said it before, but I think the guy who told me before was just getting orders from the boss or the manager at the time. They've told me before, Shoe Palace, Melrose, oh, can you not record, or we don't want you to record, whatever they said, however they said it to me, I do remember them saying, "Oh, sorry, so you can't record in here." And I had already made plenty of videos in there before. I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? So this is something to acknowledge and say, but it's nothing that's gonna stop anything. If I feel like there's something I want to go get a glimpse of in there, I will go see. I mean, at this day and age, there's so many more things for them to worry about than me grabbing some footage and content of it. Especially, I'm not doing anything crazy. What am I? Oh, do they think I'm scouting the store? Oh, maybe that's what they think. Maybe they think I'm scouting the store and giving the footage to some people who want to know the floor layout of the store. So then at a later date, they can come and take everything from the store. Yeah, Shoe Palace. I never heard anybody say anything like that either, except for the 2 times or 1 time at Shoe Palace Melrose. And it's funny because I know their DM, their district manager, the head manager. I know a lot of the people. Maybe, you know what though? They do rotate people, and there were new people in charge, so that's probably what it was. That's pretty sure that's what it was, because they always switch AMs or managers all the fucking time. I have a few people I know that's been there the whole time, but they have had people rotate in, so maybe it just comes based on who it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but at the end of the day, it's not as bad as it may seem. It's just it's if anything, it's a loss for them, because like I said, there's 30 other stores on Melrose alone. Yeah, it's a crazy assumption, but why else would they tell me? Oh, okay. I think they told Cool one time. Somebody said, what was it, Cool? They complained because they said you got their face in the background, which don't really happen. You know, people probably just making up shit. I don't know. I think somebody told me that before too. We just don't want you to get any other guests on camera. I don't get guests on camera. I get the shoes and the floor and the boxes. And if I got anybody on camera, they don't know that they're on camera. If I got their shoes or something like that, or an ass that rolls by. So for them to say that, I think that was just kind of crazy. But that was just a little sour note that happened today. No big deal, because like I said, after that happened, I went to a few more stores. Like, it really didn't move anything. I really just, it's just funny because it stood out to me. Like, can't record in here? I gave him a look like, are you serious? All right, no big deal. Like, that's cool. I was trying to help y'all out in a sense, but help me out at the same time. Yeah, nah, I don't. And the thing is this, it's only in California. I feel like this only happens in California. When I see other people's, I see other well, I don't watch too many other sneaker YouTubers, but when I was watching sneaker YouTubers and they would go out to stuff, I remember like the homie Richie Rich when he would put out stuff, or maybe, I don't know, maybe Mike Rich does. I don't know. I know Tony D does, or he did when I saw videos before. Going in and talking to the employees. I seen on Richie Rich video, the employees is coming out, bringing out the shoes. Like, yeah, man, you've got these right here. You can check these out. Like, it's not a problem. Like, they're like welcoming, come in, show this off. Like, they're welcoming it in other stores, other states. It seems like California, or at least LA, Hollywood, LA, they just want to be a little more uptight with the cameras. But this is the place where everybody has a camera. You know, Beverly Center will not let you record in the mall at all. They're really strict on that. But if you have your cell phone and record, they don't say shit. That's crazy to me. Some of the cameras on these phones do just like these DSLRs do. So it really don't make no sense why they say that. No cameras. There's no pictures really posted. Maybe they should start putting signs up, which I probably still wouldn't oblige anyway. Put signs up that say no filming or recording here without a permit. That little letter they put, you know. But like I said, man, I mean, I think when people put out the blanket statement, maybe like a store manager might say, you see anybody recording, don't let them do it. They might mean, because I've had a manager tell me, like, I don't mind you recording here because you're respectful, you do your thing, you're low key about it. But some people come in here, they're loud, they're trying to do TikToks, they're kind of involving or getting into it with either getting into it with other people, other customers, or just getting in the way of other customers. I'm not doing none of that. I'm walking around my little self with just my little phone, chilling out to myself. I ain't really speaking to nobody in the store unless it's an employee at the store that I see all the time. I greet them and say what's up because they're normal people too, and that's it. But I'm not there. I mean, I've thought of those ideas. I wanted to go ahead and talk to people inside the stores and, get more interactions on camera with you, for you guys like in stores. But for one, the music's too damn loud, and then for two, you just don't know. I mean, some people are cool with it, some people aren't. Some people are really, really secretive about being on camera, and some people aren't. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Yeah, the privacy rule that nobody has privacy on. You're coming into a store that probably has like 30 cameras on the floor alone, watching each and every corner. So you're on camera since you step foot in the door. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. It's just funny when stores say that. Bait, whatever. Y'all got it for that round. I'll be back another day if I feel like it. Bait wasn't something that's always on my list. Bait is not a shoe store that I have to go to or I go to all the time. I just know that that's a pretty cool store. They got some cool artifacts in there. They're bare bricks. They do get some of the more rarer releases like that you wouldn't see at Shoe Palace or Foot Locker. But I got 2 or 3 other stores just like that will let me record in there with no problem. And you might say, well, why don't you just go to those stores? I do. I was just trying to spread the love. Go here, go there, go here, go there. I got a few honey holes that I can go to and just get what I need to do. But I was just trying to, show love to Bait. But you snooze, you lose.